Good morning. How are you today? I couldn't tell whether I was rolling or not. I put the timer on so that I could have a moment to sort of put on my smile. But I guess I just sort of went straight into recording. How are you today, my darling? I woke up and I wasn't really my best in the sense that physically, I wasn't physically the best at all. And I don't know really why, but I felt just a little off, in the stomach. I don't know if it's something I ate or whatever, but I'm like, I'm a little, but anyway, I thought I'd come on anyway, and the show must go on and speak with you about my three topics for today. Well, I really have two, but I'll try to turn that into three. And yes, but before I begin, welcome to my YouTube channel. On my channel, I talk about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, and his beautiful wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. I am definitely a fan. I'm a fangirl. So I hope you are too. And if you're not, I feel bad for you, but because you don't know what you're missing. But you're still a human person, I hope. And I welcome you anyway, and hopefully we can just agree to live and let live. As I said before in a few of my blogs, the older I get, which is every day, I get older and older, and I just become more aware that, my goodness, I won't get out of this alive, and neither will anybody. Not no tree, no rabbit, no cat, no person, no dog. Nobody gets out of this alive. And then why do we spend so much time hating on each other? And oh boy, wait a minute! I've got to close my. Oops! I hope I don't get. I hope I don't get what you call it. A copyright thing. I was listening to some music. There's some music I listen to when I need to relax, and I don't feel so strong. And so I was listening to it and I forgot to turn it off. I hope that it won't be a problem. So I may have to. Oh, well, they will tell me, I'm sure, in 2 seconds, and I'll just take the video down if necessary. So what was I saying? So yeah, so we don't get out of this experience alive, none of us. And yes, of course, we have a lot of real disagreements, and that's this whole experience is a complete setup. We've been set up to feel this way, to go through all of these challenges, to go through all these emotions, to hate, to judge, etc., etc. And we are also expected to circumvent all of that. Earth is hell, basically. It's hell. I mean, I'm sure. And I don't say that just in a metaphorical sense. I really believe there's something special and specific going on here. And I think that it's a setup. I mean, it's like we can't really win it, but at least we can try. And I just feel like we're like with this situation with Harry and Meghan, for example, it's hard for some people to, just give them a chance. I mean, it's hard for them to stop hating, and I understand, really. I actually do understand, but I hope that somehow you'll find a way to just stop, and to recognize their humanity. They're not perfect. Give them a chance. Let them just live their lives. You live yours, and let's all just do the best we can with the experience while we're here. Anyway, today's video, the first one. I was watching a very short interview, a very brief interview I saw with this guy Neil Basu or Basu Patat, and he was talking. He works for the police, the Met Police in England, and he basically said that there were all these really terrifying and real threats that were sorry about that that were unleashed or against Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and to a lesser extent, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. And he said they were really horrifying and very like serious threats, and some people were actually prosecuted, he said, after they investigated these online threats against Meghan. And so, if you recall this whole thing with the security and Harry wanting security for his family, it was sort of poo-pooed, by, I guess, everybody. And it turns out that there were these really real, very grave, very serious, very terrifying threats that were, unleashed against the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan. And so I was surprised to hear him say that this guy is about to retire. And so I guess it's his last day and he's doing his mea culpa or whatever. I don't know. But he came up with this um, on the very night that Meghan had this dinner in Indiana for, women's empowerment. And I thought it was very interesting because, the royal family in particular has been so almost uncaring in a way. I mean, to me anyway, based on my observations about this. And in some people have said that Prince Charles has even gone as far as to block Harry's ability to pay for security himself, which doesn't make sense to me because if what this man Neil Basu is saying is true, then it means that the royal family had information about these real and very terrifying and grave threats against a member of their family, namely their son Harry and his wife and their family. And not only do they discontinue the protection of these two people, but they actually block these people from being able to pay for the security for themselves. And so I am really, really nonplussed. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know how to analyze it. I don't know what it means. What does it mean when your father knows that there are real threats against you and your wife and your life, serious threats where the police is saying that, look, this is really serious. These online people, the far right, whatever, want you, whatever, whatever. And you know this, and it's protocol to protect members of the family. And at this particular moment, you cut my protection. And then you go as far as to block me from being able to pay for the protection myself. And you're my father. You're my family. I mean, and this is before the Oprah interview. So it's not that Harry had done an interview with Oprah and his father was retaliating. The father did this before the Oprah interview. Then the only thing I can say is the father didn't do this. I mean, the reports that are saying that the father, Prince Charles King Charles III, blocked the security cannot be true, right? They cannot be true. I refuse to believe that any father, any family member would take such action knowing that their child's life was in danger. So I would love to know what the true story is. I don't know if you know what the true story is, but it is very, very disturbing that the royal family had this information and yet their whole reaction was complete indifference. And I wonder whether if those same threats were leveled against Kate Middleton or Camilla Parker Bowles or even Sophie Rees-Jones, or Princess Anne, whether the royal family would have taken the same position. And if not, why? Why is Meghan and why are Meghan and Harry different? And again, this was before the Oprah interview, right? So we can't don't say, oh, because they talked to Oprah. They hadn't spoken to Oprah yet when all of these things unfolded. So what would be the reason that a family would expose their own to this kind of danger? That's my question. Thanks for listening. See you in the next one. Bye.